Namaskar, Sat Shri Akal, Adab, good afternoon. Welcome to this important session. Before I begin, let me introduce you. My name is Pushpinder Singh Manu. I'm working as an IELTS trainer in KKanhiv Institute. Today, I have come up with an interesting video regarding the most important module of IELTS, that is Task 1 and Task 2. With a lot of students, they face difficulties. The most important thing in task 1 and task 2 is how to complete the task 1 and task 2 in the given time. So, I will be discussing the format of the task 1 and task 2, and after that, I will be giving you some tips and tricks so that you can score your desired bands in task 1 and task 2. Before that, if you have any questions, you can ask. I will try my level best. I can answer your questions up to your expectations. So, without wasting any time, here we go. Now, the most important thing is task one, which is characterized into two categories. First is academic, and second one is journal. Academic task one is for the students. Yeah, as I said, task one is divided into two categories. First is academics. Academic task one for those students who want to go and study abroad. And journal task one for the students who want to settle over there. Right. I'll be covering the key aspects of task one and task two in slight detail. So let us begin with academics task one. What all things you get in academic task one? First, you get bar graph. It can be a tabular chart, pie chart, or a flow chart, line graph, or a diagram. Okay, now the most important thing is how to attempt task one within a given period of time. As you know, the duration for task one is 20 minutes, and the word limit for this should be 150 to 170 words. It should not be more than 170 words, or it should not be less than 150 words. If you try to increase the word limit, then it is considered overlength, and you will be able to lose your band scores. So let's begin with first. There are different ways in which you can attempt your task one. Like for example, if you get a bar chart, you must know how to attempt a bar chart, how what to write and how to write in bar graph. Then sometimes you can get a table chart. A table is given to you and some data will be given to you. So you need to follow the instructions. You need to know how to attempt task one, right? Another most important thing, sometimes you get a pie chart or a flow chart or a diagram. You must know how to attempt your task one in the best possible manner without any hesitation. So, what you have to do is you need to plan your things for task one and for task two also, right? How will you do that? Sometimes it happens you feel nervous when you get your task one. Oh, it's slightly difficult. How will I manage? Whether I will be able to write or not, whether I will be able to complete my task on time. Don't worry about these things. When you worry about these things, you won't be able to complete your task one and you will get confused. Right? Just stay calm. First thing what you have to do in task one, whether it's a bar graph or a linear chart, chart a diagram, a flow chart, you have to read the statement very carefully. Do you understand what I say? Read the complete statement carefully. Understand the meaning of the statement. Right? Then what you have to do is you have to rephrase the sentence. You rephrase the statement. You have to rephrase the statement. What is rephrasing? Okay, rephrasing means you have to change the statement by adding synonyms. Okay, you have to add synonyms in that. The meaning of the statement will remain same, only the wordings will change. A lot of students they commit a big error. They write the same statement which is given in the question. That is wrong. Okay, don't do that. Right? Then what most important thing, you must be aware of the format of task 1, how to attempt task 1 in a correct manner, right? This is not the case that you get a statement of task 1 and you write whatever you feel like. No, that is not going to create a good impact, right? So what you have to do is rephrase the statement very carefully, right? Second thing, what you have to do in task 1 is overview. Now, how will you do? Right? Suppose a diagram is given, a pie chart is given to you with figures. You have to use these figures very wisely and in a very good manner. Okay? So you have to give details about the diagrams in your overview. Then the most important part is how to do the ending part. Okay, keep your powerful words in the beginning as well as in the ending part, right? Don't repeat the same sentence again and again, right? See, what examiner is going to see in your writing part is what sort of start you have got, whether you have rephrased the statement carefully or not, whether you have used the correct vocabulary, or whether you are using the characters properly, or you have used synonyms in a very good manner. Okay, you just have to jot down your ideas regarding the diagram which is given to you. All right. I hope my wordings are clear. Am I audible to you? If you have any queries, you have any questions, you're most welcome. You can ask. Right? I hope so far whatever I have said is clear to you. So there are certain things which you need to keep in mind. Now, what should you do? How to make your task 1 more effective? How to make your task 1 more effective? There are certain things which I'm telling you. If you do that, I'm sure you are bound to get good scores in your writing part. First, the things which you should do in your task 1 as well as in your task 2. As I mentioned, read the statement carefully. A lot of students they commit mistake. They don't read the statement carefully, or they read the statement incomplete, and they just start writing just to save time. Please don't do that. Second thing which I mentioned, rephrase the statement properly. As I have already told you what rephrasing is. Just add some good synonyms. Okay. Just give meaning to your statement, which is given in the question. Okay. Meaning will remain same and wordings will change. This should not happen that you have changed the meaning of the statement. That is not correct. Right. Most key aspect in task 1 is how to get a good start. Okay, you can start, as I mentioned, you can keep your powerful keywords in the beginning. Just start with it. Get a good start to your task 1. That is going to boost your confidence, right? Second thing, what you have to do is your sentence structure, which is the most important part, should be correct, right? Just think and write. Whatever you are writing should have some meaning. Each and every sentence you are writing should have some meaning, right? Don't use incorrect sentence structure. That is, if you do that, you're bound to lose your band score, which nobody wants, right? Okay. Apart from this, Another most key aspect is usage of good vocabulary. Right? Should I use high-fi words or should I keep it simple? No, it's a combination of both. Okay, you can use some good vocabulary words, you can keep some simple words, you can use some good words. So that thing is going to give a good texture to your task one. For example, what examiner is going to see how you have used your synonyms and how you use your connectors. Okay, what sort of language you have written, what whether your sentence structure is correct. Okay, is there any grammatical error in your sentence structure? Tenses are correct. So these are some of the key aspects which you have to keep in mind. And the most important aspect where students they commit a lot of mistakes. Again, I'm repeating the key aspects where students they commit a lot of mistakes. They write task one in a continuous manner without keeping some space in between. The criteria is what? You make a small para, leave one line, then go for the second para. Your task one should look presentable, right? That is going to create a good impact. Another most important thing, while giving examples, give examples from a daily life, right? So this is what you can do. If you are able to do these things, I'm sure you are able to get a desired band score, right? Just work on these things. Now, the most another most important aspect, the things which you don't have to do. Okay, the things you don't have to do. As I mentioned earlier, in your task one, what students do, they write the same statement which is given in the question. Okay, which is not correct, right? If you do that, you will be at loss. Second most important thing is avoid repetition of same sentences. You have written two sentences, the meaning of the both the sentences are same. That is not going to make any good sense. Okay. Then the key aspect is your tenses and verbs error. You should avoid that. Your tenses should be correct. Your verb form should be good. If tenses are correct, verb form is correct, then obviously your sentence structure is going to be on a higher side. That will be good. Okay. Understand the statement and paragraphs properly. You think what you are going to write and how to write. That is the key. Okay. Until and unless you understand the whole statement, you don't know what to write and you will be literally confused. You will panic. Okay. Then you will feel like, okay, let's write whatever I feel. That is not going to create a good impact. Okay. And the most important aspect in this is sentence starters. Okay. Sentence starters. You can use some good words like to begin with, to commence with, to embark with. Like, so you can use like, and you have to use the figures which are given in the diagram very wisely. Let me give you one example. The proportion or the percentage of people living in America stood below quarter. Stood below quarter means it was below 25. This is how you have to use the vocabulary. This is going to create a good impact, right? Okay. Now, another key aspect, don't use the same words again and again. You're going on using same words and same connectors again and again. If we talk about that same word, the people living in America or the people living in England, so that does not going to make a good sense. What you can do is sometimes you can use, okay, synonym for masses masses, human beings, okay, citizens. Like this is what you can do. If you do that, that is going to create a good impact and that is going to boost your confidence level, right? Okay, and sometimes it happens when you give examples that examples are quite different from the statement. That does not match with the statement. So please avoid this error. Okay, I hope whatever notch up tips and tricks I'm giving you, that is going to help you in your task one. If you have any questions related to task one or Any you want to ask any questions, you can ask. Okay, you must know. Just jot down whatever problems you face in your task one or task two, right? Just jot it down on a paper. You can we can discuss. I can answer your questions, right? Okay. I hope task one for academic is clear. Now I will quickly move on to the task one for journal. It is quite different, right? What we get in journal task one. It can be a formal letter, it can be informal letter. You must know moment to get your task one. First make sure whether it's a formal letter or an informal letter. Right? This should not happen that it's a formal letter and you wrote in informal letter. Don't do that. Don't get confused. Read the complete question carefully. Okay. Just plan your things. What you have to do, what you have to write, and how to write. Okay. That is the key. Right? Formal letter is like how to get a good start. First thing is you need to get a good start. Okay. Then you have to mention the purpose why you're writing the letter. Okay. And then the areas or the problems which are given in the statement, you have to mention that. For example, let's say you are wanna going to join a job, right? But due to some reasons you are unable to do so. Like first what you have to do, you have to give reasons why you are not able to join the job, right? And then you have to discuss the problems, what is the problem like, and the selected date when you can join your job. That is the key. Okay, each and everything has to be in a proper manner, in a sequence. Okay, right? And make short paragraphs, right? This is what you have to do. Right. Um, word limit for task one, as already I have mentioned, is same for both academic and journal. 20 minutes for task one. No additional or extra time will be given to you. Please keep this thing in mind. Right. No extra time will be given to you. Right? You have to finish your task within the given period of time. And this will only be possible when you practice. Okay. As it is said, the practice makes a man perfect. That's nice. Okay. Now, what to do? Like, first, as I told you, get a good start, and then you have to write your body para. How will you start with a good body para? What to write in body para one? Sir, what to write in body para one? I have lack of ideas. So, what should I do? These are some of the problems which students face. So things are there in my mind, but I don't know how to jot it on a piece of paper. Right? I feel nervous. I don't know what to do. Don't panic. Just stay calm. Right? Okay. Um, I hope this thing is clear to you. Right? And use good vocabulary words, use good synonyms, antonyms, use good connectors. Students, what they do, they are in habit of using the same connectors again and again. Okay. Moreover, don't do that. There are different connectors for different purposes. And it is very important to use the right connectors. Connectors are what? They are the linking words which join the sentences. Okay. So you should always know how to use a correct connector for a correct purpose. Now, what you will do is, as I told you, make short paragraphs. Okay. Don't use too much connectors in a single line. You're in habit of using too much connectors, two, three connectors in a single line. That is not going to give you a good shot. Okay. That will not do good to you. Okay. Just work on these areas which I have told you. And I'm honestly telling you guys, you're bound to score good in your IELTS right task one and task two. If you follow the instructions which I have given you. Okay. Some students, what they do is they keep on repeating the same thing again and again. They write the same thing again and again. Okay, just to complete the word limit. Don't do that. Write something meaningful. Again, I'm repeating, guys. Write something meaningful. That is going to give you a lot of good to you. I hope my wordings are clear. Am I audible to you? Can you listen to me? Okay. I hope things are clearer. if you have any queries regarding task one, what problems you face in task one, like it can be for academic, for journal, you are most welcome. You can ask. I can answer your questions. Right. That is going to do a lot of good to you. Right. Okay, time box. Time box means the duration of task one. You have, like I mentioned, the duration for your task one is 20 minutes. So you must know how to finish your task one in a given period of time. As I mentioned, no extra time will be given to you. Okay, if you have any other questions, you're most welcome. You can ask, right? So, should we move further? Now, the most important thing is task two. Sometimes it happens, oh, task two, the statement is quite simple. Oh, I can write in a very good manner. Person becomes overconfident. Don't be overconfident. Just think and write. Just think whatever you want to write. Now, if I talk about task two for academic and journal are same, right? Same statement for task two for academic and same for journal, right? Now, there is a way of attempting task two. Before I begin further, let me tell you something about task two. Are you aware of the word limit of task two? Let me tell you, it's 250 to 270 words. Don't exceed the word limit to 300, 310. If you do that, you're bound to lose your band score. That will be over length. And it should not be less than 250, right? 200, 210. That will be under length. Okay. You will be able to lose your band score. Of course, nobody wants to lose their band score. They want to score good, right? It's a dream of everybody. Anyways, let's move to the another aspect, duration of time. Right, it is 40 minutes. That means you have to finish your task in 40 minutes. Okay, and this will only be possible when you practice. Earlier also I've told you the practice makes a man perfect. Okay. With the passage of time, you will start growing in confidence. If you follow the instructions, if you work hard, if you practice in a very good manner, right? And things are possible for you, right? Okay, that's a nice question. How can we manage the complex or write the complex sentences in writing part? It can be in writing part one or it can be in writing part two. So what you have to do is, um, as I told you, that it's a combination of simple and complex sentences. Okay, see, if you want to write a complex sentence, just you need to add a good word. But remember one thing, whatever word you are using in that sentence, you must know the meaning of that sentence. Okay, and it should make some sense, right? So this is only possible with practice. Like wherever you are practicing, right, you will be given vocab words. That vocabulary is going to help you in writing task 1 and task 2. That is quite important. Okay, that is going to make your sentence meaningful. I'm not saying that all the time you should use the high five word. No, don't do that. Sometimes you can use simple words also. Sometimes you can use different good vocabulary words. You can use synonyms also, and antonyms also you can use. So this is what you can do. It's all possible because of practice. The more you practice, you will start growing in confidence. Okay, am I clear to you? Okay, that's nice. It's wonderful that students they have started asking questions. That's quite nice. Anyways, in fact, I love answering questions. Anyways, we were talking about task two, right? Word limit I've already told you, 250 to 270 words. Duration I have told you, 40 minutes. You have to finish your task in 40 minutes. No extra time will be given to you. Am I clear? No extra time will be given to you. It's up to you how you have to plan your things. When you practice task two, you must know how to plan my task two, how to plan my task one. That is going to give you or help you in doing your task two, right? Remember to time box yourself. Time box, finish the task in given period of time and write in a proper manner. Your task one and task two should look presentable. That is going to create a good impact. It's not a long essay. What you have to do is first in task two, you have to rephrase the statement. We have talked about rephrasing earlier also in task one. Okay, add on synonyms and just rephrase the statement. Meaning will remain same, only the wordings will change. Sometimes students what they do, they commit a big mistake, right? They change the meaning of the statement. Later on they get confused. Now what to do and what to write? They go off track. They're not with the topic. So that thing is going to deteriorate your band score, right? Now what you have to do is first, as I mentioned, rephrase the statement. Now what second thing you have to do in your task 2 is body para 1. How to get a good start to your body para 1? Sir, when I start writing body para 1, I'm lack of ideas. I don't know how to get a good start. So what should I do? For that, you need to take help of sentence starters. You know what are sentence starters? They are the crucial key words from where which by which you can start your body para one. Like for example, let me give you one example of sentence starters. Suppose you want to start a body paragraph, right? To embark with, to begin with, to start with, to commence with. Okay, this is what you can do. And then the statement which you want to write. Okay, for example, to embark with, technology has changed our lives in a much better way, or technology has grown up at a rapid pace, right? This is what you can do, right? Okay, then comes your, okay, remember one thing in body para one, first you have to give the statement, then you have to give example. And remember one thing, your example should be with the statement. This should not happen that you are giving a different statement in body para one and your example is different. Don't do that. That will be considered negative, right? Your example should match the statement and then prove the example in the end. This is what you have to do, right? I hope my words are clear. Whatever doubts you have, whatever problems you have, just come up. I will give a good solution to your problems. Now let us move on to the body para 2. Now how will you start your body para 2? Sir, what should I do in body para 2? What should I write in body para 2? I'm slightly confused. Okay, don't panic. Right. Let's say you get an task 2 regarding advantage and disadvantage. Like this, it is the sometimes you get such kind of essay in your task 2. So what you will do in body para 1, you have mentioned, you have given the advantage of, let's say, advantage of technology. You have given advantage of technology along with a nice example, and take example from your basic life. It will be easier for you. Okay, in second body paragraph, what you will do is you will describe what are the disadvantages of technology. Okay, like for instance, technology has made us lethargic. People are prone to number of diseases, right? it we are totally, nowadays we are totally dependent on technology on a large scale. Even for small things we take help of technology, right? So, and then you have to give example how. You have to give example. Once you give, remember one thing, example should match the statement. right? And then once you do this, one thing I would like to mention in this, always keep your powerful words in the beginning and right at the end. Don't write the same statements again and again. Don't use the same words again and again, right? Okay, you should not the case that if I use high five words, my band, my essay will create a good impact, and you can score good bands. Okay, just believe in yourself. Now, what you have to do is, once you finish with your body para one, body para two, quickly recheck your sentence. Whatever you have written is correct. Is there any grammatical error? Because you don't get much time. You have to do it quickly. Okay. Then the most important thing which you should be aware of, right, is your punctuation part. Your punctuation part should be correct. Your tenses part should be correct. Verb form should be correct. These are some of the important things I'm telling you. These things play a very crucial role in your task one and task two, right? Try and write something nice. Every sentence should have a good meaning. Meaningful sentences should be there. All right. And last, what you do in this is your conclusion part. What is conclusion? What you conclude from the given statement. Right. Now, how to go for a conclusion part? Sometimes, sir, I've written a very good rephrasing statement, and my body para one and two, they are also very done in a very good manner. But I don't know what to write in conclusion. Okay. I don't know. I just don't know what to write in my conclusion part. I'm not getting the wordings. I'm not getting ideas. So for that, my dear students, what you have to do is, again, sentence starters. Okay. In conclusion, to sum up, to put it in a nutshell, these are some of the wordings which you can use in your conclusion part. I opine that. If you want to give your opinion, I opine that. I feel that. I'm of the opinion. Like this, you can do. Okay. These are some of the things. If you practice, I'm sure you're bound to get very good grades in that. Right? And remember one thing, whatever you are writing, your conclusion should match your body para one. Whatever you are writing in body para one should match with the conclusion. This is not the case that you are writing, giving some other statement in body para one, and you are writing something else in the conclusion. Okay, that is again going to be considered a negative factor. All right, I hope things are clearer to you, and these are some of the tips and tricks which I wanted to give you. And if you go through this, you practice these things regularly, okay, you are bound to get a good score, and I'm sure you will be able to get the desired band score, right? And the most important thing I would like to tell you in task two also, try and read the sample answers. Again, I'm repeating, try and read the sample answers. You don't have to copy them, right? Just to get an idea what sort of vocabulary is used, how the synonyms are used, okay, how to use the connectors for different purposes. So, this is what you have to do. If you are able to do, you can achieve success. After all, it's all about hard work. As it is said that hard work always pays. Okay, so the only thing is just try to keep yourself calm. You have done a good practice, you have got confident in yourself, then why to worry? Until and unless you must follow the instructions which are given to you by your trainers. Okay, if you do that, you will be able to score good. Right. I hope my voice is clear to you, my wordings are clear to you. Right. And this is what you have to do. If you are able to do this, nobody can stop you from scoring good bands. After all, it's all about practice. Right. Practice makes a man perfect. Okay. Just be confident. You don't have to you don't have to panic, sir. My task, I went to appear, I did task one and I wrote task one, task two, but I'm not satisfied, it was not up to the mark. So Try and find out where what your problems are in task 1 and task 2. What problems you are facing? Common problems I will tell you what students face in task 1, task 2. What they do? Sir, lack of ideas, lack of good start, lack of good vocabulary. Okay, and the most important thing, repetition of sentences and same words and tenses problem. That is the biggest thing which students commit. Right? Please don't do that. Okay, try and write something nice. The more you practice, this kind of thing is going to boost or enhance your confidence. Apart from this, your knowledge will also improve. Okay, right. That's another good question. How can we complete our task on time? See, for that, task one, obviously, you have to do. Okay, your trainers, they can guide you. Right. First thing is time management. Now, how to manage? This is the question. How I can finish my, task within a given period of time. You have to think it over. What to write? How to write? How much time should I give it? Right. Try and see your time in the end so that you can quickly recheck your task one. Right. What you can do is you can do practice. With practice, you will get used to it. Sometimes in the beginning it happens. Okay, sir, I wrote this task one, but I took 60 minutes. Okay. So with the passage of time, as you start practicing, right, you will get used to it. Right? You will be able to finish your task two within 20 minutes or maybe within 15 minutes. But don't be in a hurry. Don't go so slow. Right? Keep the time limit in mind. Right? Another most important thing you can how you can finish your task one in a given period of time. Plan your things in mind quickly and then start writing. Right? Rephrase it quickly. Rephrasing should not be too lengthy, and your body para should not be too lengthy. You have to keep word limit also in mind. It should not be over length, it should not be under length. This is what you have to do. There is no pressure on you. Okay, there is no pressure. Just stay calm, keep cool, and just go for it. I'm sure you are going to crack your task one, task two with a very good manner. I hope things are clearer to you. All right, and this is what your task one and task two was all about. I hope you like this video, right? And for such informative and educational videos, please follow and subscribe our channel. Okay, thank you. Thanks to all of you, and it's wonderful uh, interacting with you. So I hope these tips and tricks which I have told you, this is surely going to benefit you. Thank you. Thank you so much.